John Marshall. I'm the younger of two sons of Justice Thurgood Marshall.
And where are we and what's going on today?
Well, we're here at the White House for a screening of the HBO film Thurgood that they filmed of the one-man show starring Lawrence Fishburne portraying my father.
And what is it like to see your father's life sort of transformed into this work of art, go to Broadway, become an HBO film, and now be here?
It's very exciting. I can't say enough about the screenplay by George Stevens and the cast of one, Lawrence Fishburne. He really did his homework, and he did just a tremendous job portraying my father, and that along with the screenplay, it really tells his whole life in an hour and a half in a very creative and educational way.
And what, to your mind, what's an important lesson that people can take away from this story of your father's life?
Well, that one person can make a difference, but that one person, though, needs a lot of people to help him or her out along the way. That's one of the things I like most about the play and the movie is that it centers a lot on my father's mentor, Charles Hamilton Houston, who people haven't heard a lot about, but he is the one that my father always gave the credit to for everything that he was able to accomplish. So he captures that, along with the role of President Johnson, who appointed him as Solicitor General and as Supreme Court Justice. So while my father was able to accomplish so much, this play and this movie also shows that there were a lot of people along the way, and whenever he spoke, he would always give credit to his mentors and to people who helped him out along the way, and to the ordinary citizens who risked so much to have their day in court.
And what's the most important lesson that your father taught you?
Well, I think the words he was asked at his press conference when he announced his retirement from the Supreme Court, he was asked how he would like to be remembered, and his response was very simple, that I did the best I could with what I had. So each day I try to do the very best I can with what I've got.
And does this event have particular significance in being Black History Month to you?
Well, certainly. This being Black History Month, I think is particularly significant. And as we focus on today and focus on moving forward, I think it's so important, particularly during African American History Month, that we remember those who worked tirelessly, who sacrificed so much to enable us to enjoy the freedoms and opportunities that we do today. And my father was one of those.
It's
two?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. And let me know when you're ready.
Did we have trouble parking? Yeah.
If you could just start by introducing yourself.
Sure. I'm Thurgood Marshall Jr. and one of my father's two sons.
And where are we and what's happening here today?
Well, we're in the East Wing of the White House, and the White House is, thanks to the President's generosity, hosting a screening of Lawrence Fishburne's show, Thurgood, about my father. And it's a one-person show that has been performed on stage in several locations, so we're very excited to see the film version.
So what is it like to sort of see the story of your father's life transform into an art piece and then come to HBO and now be here at the White House?
Well, it is remarkably moving for me. Obviously, there are many years in his life where I wasn't present, and I heard stories and I've read and learned quite a bit about it, but to see it really come to life through a performer with the kind of skill and talent of Lawrence Fishburne, and the playwright George Stevens Jr. did such a remarkable job with historical details. It's just very moving and inspiring.
And as African American History Month, does this hold special significance?
Oh, it's deeply moving in that sense and inspiring, and it's very special to have this event being hosted by our nation's first African American president, who is also a trained lawyer. And so the connections to my father and his work are quite strong for us.
What do you think is one sort of lesson that people will take away from your father's story?
Well, I think there is one lesson that evolves from several of his commitments through life. First was a commitment to all of his clients and to represent them to the best of his ability, and a commitment to serve the community in every way possible.
And what is the most important lesson that your father taught you?
To give back through my legal training to the community and find a way to do that. And there are a number of ways that lawyers and everyone else is able to do that through community service and through public service here at the White House, for example.
You don't have much time, but it looks like the HBO kind of key.
Great. So if you could just tell us who you are and sort of your role in this project.
Well, my name's George Stevens Jr., and I wrote this play and more recently produced it for television with Bill Haber and my son Michael Stevens, who also directed it. And we filmed it at the Kennedy Center over 4 performances.
And what is it like to see your work go from LA and now be here at the White House watching the theater with the president?
Well, it's wonderful. It's a great journey. The first time I met the state senator from Illinois in 2003 here in Washington, we stood at Vernon Jordan's house and talked about Thurgood Marshall. You know, he being a constitutional lawyer was interested in him, and I was writing this play. So that sort of journey to hear where this movie about really one of the great Americans, Thurgood Marshall, that is quite a thrill.
And what do you think is the greatest lesson that people can take away from the story?
that the law is a weapon if you know how to use it. And he was the architect of change in civil rights. And he used the law in the most creative way, culminating in Brown versus the Board of Education, the Supreme Court decision that outlawed school segregation in this country.
And what inspired you about the story?
Oh, you know, that young person who goes to Colored High in Baltimore and becomes the greatest lawyer in America. That's a good story. And he had a great sense of humor, which makes the story. People come to it and they feel, oh, this is going to be good for me. There'll be a lot of history. But they're shocked about how funny it is.
Wonderful. That's it.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to meet you again. Congratulations.
I guess, so you can take a seat. If I fall on you, does that? I get to raise my hand.
Good, you're over here.